inventer une machine à voyager dans le temps à partir d'une DeLorean?
T'aimes bien les omelettes? Tiens, je te casse les œufs.
Je vais lui faire une offre qu'il ne pourra pas refuser.
Là où on va, on n'a pas besoin de route.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hi, I'm Eric Roberts, and you're on Zalikos TV. Hey, how we doing?
Hello, Mr. Roberts. Hello, sir. It is so nice to meet you. You hear me well? Everything works fine on your side? So, Mr. Roberts, I'm so happy to have you on the show. It is an honor for me. You know, you're an absolute legend to me. So thank you very much to be here with us. You look good. You look great. I know you're very busy. So first of all, Eric, how are you?
Ah, c'est la petite pause les amis. Et oui, avant d'aller plus loin, j'aimerais tout de suite que vous n'oubliez pas de vous abonner à la chaîne, de soutenir la chaîne. N'oubliez pas d'activer la petite cloche, mettez-moi un petit pouce bleu et restez informés des exclusivités sur The Likers TV.
Great, thanks for asking. It's a beautiful day in Southern California. You can't beat it.
It's not the same weather in Paris. You know, it's gray, it's rainy, but it's good. It's Paris, you know. So, Mr. Roberts, yeah, we are. As I said before, I'm glad to have you. You're such an iconic, figure, actor in Hollywood. You have an amazing career. You're one of the few, maybe the only one actor with more than 600 movies. Like big blockbusters, independent film, animated series, TV series. This is endless. Just to name a few: Runaway Train, The Specialist, The Dark Knight, Inherent Vice, The Expendables, and a lot of VOD movies. Very entertaining. Like a few days ago, I just watched two of your last movies, Megaboa and The Surprise Visit. Two very distinct, very different movies. The first one is a teacher trapped in the jungle with his students against a giant boa. And the other one more serious about drug addiction. You play a father who have issues with his son about drug addiction. A very good movie. So now, I've been following your career since I'm a kid. And as long as I remember, my first souvenir, memory with you is, to me, you're Alex Grady, from Best of the Best. You were fighting like this, protecting the shoulder. So what is your secret? Because obviously you're a dedicated hard worker who love what he do. Staying active through the times. Do you have some kind of discipline, or maybe you still have this martial arts spirit?
Well, you have to be disciplined, but it's not really a discipline, because what I do for a living is not work; it's pleasure. So I am the luckiest man I know, because I honestly do what I love for a living. And I know that sounds cliche because it's overstated so many times over so many things, but with me it's true. And I've seen the world a couple of times for free, and I have a great marriage and a happy life. I'm just very lucky.
Mr. Roberts, I have a co-host with me in the room. He's a fan of you. He has a YouTube channel, a big YouTube channel, and he has two questions for you. I'm gonna let her in right now. So, yeah. His name is Merej, and he is with us right now.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. It's a really great pleasure to meet you.
Merej is going to ask his question in French, and I'm going to do the translation for him.
Cool.
Alors, déjà, je suis enchanté, hein, Eric Roberts, c'est pareil que John. Je suis très très fan et ça me fait quelque chose de vous voir. Donc, ma première question, c'est, vous êtes un acteur qui dure depuis très longtemps, des années 60 jusqu'à aujourd'hui. Vous avez fait des centaines de films. Vous avez travaillé avec des centaines de réalisateurs. Et voilà, fort de toutes ces expériences, je voulais savoir pourquoi vous n'aviez jamais eu envie de passer à la réalisation, et peut-être que vous allez le faire, je ne sais pas. Pourquoi vous n'avez jamais réalisé?
Oh, Merej just says how much he loves you. He's a fan, and how much he's happy to talk to you. And his question is, you're an actor with a very long career. You have worked with hundreds of directors till this day. With all that experience, did you never have the wish to direct movies yourself? Or maybe you're going to do it?
I've been asked to direct maybe 200 things. I always say no because I love what I do. I know how to do what I do. What I do takes a certain amount of intelligence that I have, and being a director takes much more. I don't trust myself to have the intelligence. I don't trust myself to be the adult it takes to be the boss. So I'm not going to put anybody through it. I love my job. I stick to my job.
That's the perfect answer. Merej, tu poses ta deuxième question. Merej is going to ask his second question.
Ah oui, alors ma deuxième question, c'est, je voulais savoir, c'est vraiment par curiosité, sur tous les films que vous avez fait, quel est le film dont vous êtes le plus fier, où vous estimez avoir livré vraiment votre meilleure prestation en tant que comédien, et pourquoi?
Oh, that's a very tough question. Merej wants to know, as an actor, what is the movie you're the most proud of? The one you think you delivered your best performance ever, and why?
Well, I've made a lot of movies. So,
A lot.
so I have a lot of favorites, and there are different categories of favorites. Probably the best docudrama ever made, I am in. It's called Star 80. That was the most difficult part I ever played. I think I succeeded. That, The Pope of Greenwich Village, where I took every chance in the world an actor can take, and I got away with most of them. Runaway Train, where I played a guy who on paper is not necessarily likable, being in prison for statutory rape, what have you. But making him every man's man. And then Love is a Gun, where I played a very nice man who got in very big trouble. Those roles are all my favorites for different reasons. But there's also one more, and that's one of Sam Shepard's last movies. It's called Purgatory, and it's a Western. I played the bad guy, of course. Sam Shepard played the sheriff, and of course he kills me.
Yeah, you're right with Sam Shepard. I didn't see it. I didn't saw this one. I can't just wait to see that. I'm gonna note.
It's a really good movie. Elie Adel directed it. It's fantastic.
I'm sure it is. Merej, tu voudrais dire juste au revoir à Eric et je te remets dans la room.
Ok, merci beaucoup pour vos réponses, Eric Roberts. Et à très vite. Et coucou de la France.
He says thank you for your answers and hi from France. I'm going
All my
to
love and respect.
So what is next for you, Mr. Roberts? Tell me you will continue to do what you do, what you love, entertaining us.
Well, what's next for me is my favorite job I have ever had. And it's on a TV show called Righteous Gemstones. And I play an old friend of John Goodman's, whose nickname is Junior. And it's the most fun I've ever had acting in my career.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. Mr. Roberts, thank you. Thank you for your precious time. You come back anytime on the Lakers TV. You and Eliza, you're so kind. Thank you for coming in.
Eliza.
Oh, yeah. Eliza, come on in. Eliza, thank you very much for your time. You are just wonderful human being. You too. Thank you. It was so nice to meet you. And I can't wait, just to release the podcast for the French audience. And we stay in touch. I keep in touch with you. Guys, be blessed. Be safe, guys.
Yeah.
We love you. Just love you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.